everyone, and welcome back to another Dr. Ho's live stream. Hopefully, you guys are watching us on one of our socials or right here at drhonow.com. But if you are watching on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube and you want to join the chat, because we have a wonderful group of people who chat with us, make sure that you head on over to drhonow.com and join the chat there, and then we can all chat together. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn it on. There we go. So today we are very excited to have a little bit of a discussion about golf. I know there's a lot of golfers out there, and we have had the benefit of a little bit of nice weather, at least here in Toronto. Saturday was a beautiful day. So for those of you who are gearing up for the golf season and you want to kind of ensure that you have good performance. This isn't about technique. This isn't about the swing. This is about how to prepare your body so that you can take all of that into account, that you can take all of that great advice you get and play your best game because you're not feeling any pain. You're not feeling, any kind of tense muscles or tightness or anything like that. We got Chris. Hey, Chris, welcome back. Gearing up for summer hockey. Well, I bet that a lot of the things that we talk about today are going to help with summer hockey as well. So they're very similar in body movements, aren't they? So let us talk a little bit about golfers or hockey players. There are obviously different types of players. There are the ones that take it very seriously. You have to be quiet when people shoot. And then there are the ones that are waiting for the beverage cart. So regardless of the type of golfer that you are, we are hoping that some of the tips we talk about today are going to get your body prepared, and we're going to get all ready. Hi, Lawrence. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the mental and physical aspects. So we're going to talk about a lot of things that we can do to help the physicality today. There is, of course, that mental aspect to any game that you play. And part of kind of helping you prepare mentally is ensuring that you are ready physically. The last thing you want to do when you're playing golf, you're playing hockey, anything like that, is to hurt yourself. And then you're thinking about it every time that you're playing and you're worried you might hurt yourself again, or you're really just not able to enjoy it at its finest. So here we go. Here we've got Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen. Hi, Sue Ellen. Your clubs are ready to go. This will be a big help. Okay, so first step, I want to hear in the chat today about your best game of golf or maybe your best game of hockey. There is like family lore in our family where my husband's cousin in his 20s got a hole-in-one on a par 3, and he was like the youngest one. So his older brother was like, oh, I got to get one. And then it just became like this whole internal family bet. So that was, the kind of family we still talk about that time that Rye got a hole-in-one on a par 3. So I want to see in the chat your favorite like golf story. But let's talk about how we can warm up, stretches we can do, how we can prepare our body for the summer season. Oh, mini golf. Yeah. So Ellen, you golf the way I golf with mini golf, but it's still golf. It still counts. So when we get started, the first thing you want to do, as with any sport, any activity, is you want to make sure that you're warming up. So you want to get the blood moving. You want to get the heart pumping. One of the things that they say is a really great and quick workout is jumping jacks. Now, if you want a low impact modified version of jumping jacks, you can do this. So you're not jumping, so it's not high impact, but it's still going to get the blood moving. It's still going to get you warmed up. And of course, you can modify it so that you're doing rows instead, or you're doing blocks. So there's a lot of different ways that you can move your whole body without having to worry about high impact. The next thing you're going to want to do is some stretches. We've got 2 different types of stretches that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Static stretches, which is when you hold it for a little bit, maybe 10 to 20 seconds, and then dynamic stretches where we're moving. And then, when you get out onto the golf course, you are going to want to take practice swings. Guys, I have to be careful that I don't hit the camera while I'm doing this, but you want to take practice swings as part of your warm out. So whether you're heading out to the driving range before you start your round of golf, do light gentle swings to get started. Don't go hard right off the bat. That is how we hurt ourselves. So let's talk static stretches. So when you're doing static stretches, this is basically to get your muscles kind of warmed up and ready. So you want them to be able to handle the stress, and you want to do this to kind of make sure that you don't get injured. That's the goal, right? Okay. So the first one is you're going to take your golf club, or in Chris's case, your hockey stick, and you are going to put it behind your shoulders, just like this. And you're going to stretch your torso. You're going to rotate to the side. Look at how proud I am that I didn't knock over the camera with the golf club. I'm very proud of myself. We're going to stretch to the side, and we're going to hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then we're going to go to the other side. All right. And this is stretching your shoulders. It's stretching your torso, your waist. Golf and hockey, a lot of them, it's kind of knees to neck, right? You're using a lot of motion in your legs, your hamstrings, your hips, your glutes, your core, and your shoulders. So we want to make sure that all of those are warmed up, nice and stretched. So this is a real easy one that you can do right before you start. Just kind of make sure it's all stretched and warmed up like that. Great. Okay, I'm going to put my golf club down here. The next one you can do is knees to chest to stretch your hips, because again, you're going to be doing a lot of walking, you're going to be climbing up hills, all that kind of stuff. So you want to, and don't be afraid, I'm kind of in the middle here, but don't be afraid to hold on to a wall or table as you're doing this. But you want to stretch your knees up to your chest, and this is stretching your hips right here. So as you're doing this stretch, you want to make sure that you're kind of doing that full range of motion, and you're getting a nice warm up here. Because again, there's a lot of walking involved in golf. As you're climbing up all those different terrains, you want to make sure that all those different muscle groups are nice and warmed up. And then the last one that I'm going to show you, a static one, is your hamstrings. So this is really, just about warming things up. Don't try and touch your toes and, make sure that's the only thing you do. This is a slow and gentle stretch. And as we're going forward, we should feel a stretch right here in our hamstrings. So you don't want your knees to be locked. You want them to be kind of loose. And as you're reaching down and trying to touch your toes, you should feel a nice gentle stretch all back through here. That's what we're aiming for, where you're just kind of feeling the stretch. You're feeling it. You don't want to overdo it. You want to just kind of feel like it's warming up. Perfect. Those are 3 static stretches that you can do right before you kind of go out and warm up. So the next kind of stretch I want to talk about is something called dynamic stretches. So this is like repeated motion stretches where you're really warming that muscle up. And, sometimes they're more effective at warming the muscle up because it's doing that movement. Okay. I'm going to try and hold the table here as I do this. So we're going to do each of these 10 to 15 times for each leg. But this is one Dr. Ho does a lot, where you're just kind of swinging the leg back and forth. So we're going to do this maybe 10 to 15 times on each leg. And you're just moving the leg back and forth, and you're swinging it. Just, again, our goal isn't to be the Rockettes. Our goal is to warm it up. So we're just kind of getting a lot of motion. You know how Dr. Ho is always saying, movement is medicine and motion is lotion. We are just, getting all of our joints ready for a big day of activity. So this is a good one where you're just kind of swinging the leg back and forth. It's easy to do. I do recommend holding on to the back of a chair or a table, something like that. Okay. This one, it takes a little bit of coordination, my friends. We'll see how this goes. So the next one is you are going to bend your leg, and you're going to try and touch your hand with the opposite foot. Again, this is getting kind of that movement and that warm up in this area. So try for 10 times, and if you need to, go slow, hold on to a table or a chair, and then you can do it 10 times in a row like that. So that's another good one where we're just kind of getting that movement, we're getting the blood flowing, we're warming things up. So that as we're doing our golf swing and we're getting all those movements in, we're making sure the muscles are prepared. Now the last one is like a yoga pose. Okay, so you're gonna lunge, arms up in the sky, reach up, and we're gonna do that 15 to 20 times each side. So we're just gonna kind of do that lunge. And again, we're getting the motion throughout our body, right? Because these involve the arms and the shoulder and the core and the legs and the knees, we're getting a lot of movement. So that is some dynamic stretches that I hope will help you warm up. Now, some of you may see I am wearing the triple action back belt. If you don't know what the triple action back belt is, it is our kind of 3-in-1 belt. So it does have core support. So there's like little Velcro, I guess, adjustable, I don't know, like you can use your thumb. So this kind of core support, I find to be really helpful if you just need a little bit of extra support in your like back and like stomach area. It also has, oh, this side, the lumbar support. So it does have a pump. So the reason I'm showing you this is there is a lot of people who, when they are out on the links and they're out on the golf course and they're walking those 18 holes, your core can get tired and your back can get tired because, you know, if you're not using the cart or if you're lifting your heavy bag, even taking your heavy bag off of the cart, that is a lot of weight and a lot of strain that you're putting on your body. So that's why I'm kind of showing you the triple action back belt, because it does offer the ability that while you're out on the course, you can get a little bit of back support right through here. And you can just wear this over your shirt. You can also wear it under your shirt if you choose. And you get that little bit extra core support. So if you do find that, you know, I think it's like 3 hours to do like 18 holes of golf, 4 hours, depending on, you know, the rigidity of which you play. That is something that is very physically demanding on your body, can make you very tired. You know, that heavy lifting, the repetitive, the repetitive motion of swinging, of twisting, of kind of tweaking your body in that way. So, you know, it is an option for all of us out there. Ooh, there we go. That is good for that as well. The benefit, of course, with the triple action back belt is that it does offer our TENS, EMS, and AMP therapy for everyone out there who might be watching. So these pads here, let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. These are what you'd spray with the electrogel. And this is what is basically going to go right flat against your skin. And after you spray it with the gel, you can use our pain therapy system. This is always a good one here, where we have the different modes, ABC. And this is what's going to do the TENS, which is the transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, the EMS, which is the electrical muscle stimulation, and the NMES, which is the neuromuscular electrical stimulation. So that's a lot of big words, but essentially what this does is this will help relieve pain, especially if it is, you know, kind of like arthritis pain or pain related to that. It does help relax muscles, which after, you know, 3 or 4 hours on the golf course can be very helpful. Hello, Tyler. Thank you for joining us. And it also can increase circulation. And as we know, increasing circulation to an area, that's bringing in the healthy blood cells, removing, you know, any damaged cells away. So it can really help with that as well. Chris, you're not just a simple hockey player, my friend. These stretches, these will help you as well. You can do all of these stretches to help with that. And I think there's a lot of hockey players that play golf. I think a lot of the skills are transferable. But that is why we're talking a little bit about the triple action back belt today, because it can offer support. It can offer, you know, 3 different types of therapy as well after the fact. So just something that you may find beneficial, can help your game out. And I do want to talk about the timing How is it June already, everyone? How is that even happening? So today is June 4th. Father's Day is just around the corner. We actually have a Father's Day special next Tuesday, so I hope that everyone will tune in for that. Tim says that his back gets so sore after a round of golf now. You know what, Tim? That is why we are doing this show. You know, warming up is important. Doing those warm ups, those stretches is important. And it's why we're talking a little bit about the triple action back belt, because while you can feel good during the round of golf, oftentimes, you know, the next day, the day after, we get that delayed onset muscle soreness. We get those DOMs. And this is a great way to help alleviate any of that soreness or back pain because it does have those different types of therapy included. It is Father's Day around the corner. Next week, we are doing a Father's Day special show. But we do have a very special promo going on during the month of June up until Father's Day here at Dr. Hose. So you can use the code LOVEYOUDAD, so that's LOVEUDAD, and I believe that will get you $50 off any of our pain relief devices. So if you were interested in the triple action back belt, that is a great discount to get, whether for you, the golfer, maybe dad's the golfer in your family. All you youngins out there, take note. It doesn't have to, Tim. We have things that can help, including our pain relief stick. So if this is something that is of interest for you as well, it is not a deodorant stick. It is a pain relief stick. It uses some, I think it's, what is it called here? It is menthol salicylate, menthol and eucalyptus oil. So really kind of nice for soothing any temporary relief of the muscles, sprains and strains. This is something that, you know, we have on our website as well, which is a nice little product. I really like using this just topically on any of the kind of areas I need to have a Dr. Hose session on a little bit after the session. So a little insider tip from me to you. I like to use this in between sessions because it does feel nice and it gives that nice kind of like soothing relief. The only other thing I think I have to talk about is June is Migraine Awareness Month, in case you didn't know. So if anyone's watching out there that loves to use our systems for any of their migraine symptoms, today we think about you and honor you. So I think that's it for today, everyone. We did a lot of great stretches today. And I think that these are transferable for a lot of different sports. It's obviously not golf only. This is something that you can use every day. You could even do these stretches every day just to kind of feel good. Tim, I think you would love these stretches that we did, you know, just kind of feeling good and warming your body up and just kind of loosening everything up. So if you missed today's show and you're just kind of tuning in now, don't worry. You can always catch replays on our website, which is at drhonow.com on the Watch Us Live page. We are currently live streaming, not only here on our website, but also on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you're watching there, come on back. Yes, Tim, you should rewatch it, watch it again, and then watch all those stretches we did and do them at home. And you know, maybe it just takes a little bit every day, just doing a little bit of exercise every day and just kind of, you know, doing the motion. Doing the motion is, what is it? Movement is medicine and motion is lotion is what Dr. Ho is always saying. So just kind of that little bits of movement, those little stretches, whether they were the static stretches or the dynamic stretches, and just getting the blood pumping a little bit every day can help you feel a lot better. So we hope that we will see everyone next week. Thank you, Lawrence. Yes, hopefully you'll be back next Tuesday as well. And we will be going through all of our pain therapy products. So if you have any questions, be sure to send them in to our socials. So that's at Dr. Ho Now. So that is our Instagram, our Meta, our Facebook, Twitter, where else are we? TikTok at Dr. Ho Now. You can find us there. And let us know if you have any questions in advance of the show. Would love to chat with you. Otherwise, let's talk all things pain therapy systems in advance of Father's Day. If you are interested in picking up our triple action back belt, that code LOVEYOUDAD is active as of right now. So you can pick that up and enjoy that $50 savings right this second, where you're like, you know what? I'm going to go golfing this weekend. I should pick one up and then have it for a little extra back support and then a nice little session after. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. And thank you, Sue Ellen. Yes, mobility is essential. And we want to always be able to keep moving and to do it with the least amount of pain possible. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. So make sure you subscribe to all of our socials so you don't miss any shows. You can sign up for emails so that you're always getting notifications of when our shows are going live, and follow us on our socials. Oh, you're a proud father of 4. You will be there for yes. Okay. Well, Lawrence, send the links to your kids so they can send you some products from Dr. Ho for Father's Day. So just share the video with them. And yes, happy Father's Day. Happy early Father's Day. And hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday and we can wish you a Father's Day before a happy Father's Day then as well. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we will see you next week. All right. See you then, everyone. Bye-bye. Can I stop and wave at the same time? I don't know. Here we go.